a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a good return here at all, as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The Lions pressure too strong. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Strike for the football. He's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not...
He's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 95 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And Carter, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. The killer here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Into the 43. So they're inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and 4. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So here's holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. The pass. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the line.
Second and 13. And it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. Third down here.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Cook. And he will touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
14. Lions nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 58 yards.
First down, Lions.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Miles Killebrew.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point try by Bailey. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. And when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Drake. He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And we'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Return here from the 38. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The pickup there.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown, Minnesota. Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Lions nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Stafford. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, it's picked. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude for scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Well, he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick to the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 8. Just keeping the play alive. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Johnson again. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set. 60. 70.
Stafford on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. third. Here's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 9 now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man controlled over the middle. It's Cook. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brought him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, doesn't he?
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Lions, nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Vikings 56, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Vikings.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Vikings 63, Lions 7. For Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For BC Johnson, incomplete. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Kick off for Minnesota.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept that, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.